Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irfan Mijahohari, and today me and my fellow teammates will talk about Samsung's company review and its strategy plan. First of all, the introduction of this giant successful company called Samsung. Samsung was founded by Lee Byung-chul on the city of Daegu, South Korea in the year of 1938. At first, it started as a grocery store, selling dried Korean fish, vegetables, as well as its own noodles. Despite at its early age, they managed to trade and export their goods all the way to China. By the year of 1947, Lee had expanded the company to Seoul City. However, it was forced to leave the market due to the Korean War erupted that year. After 3 years of war, Lee later started back and expanded his business by opening sugar refinery in Busan before branching out into textiles and construction, eventually establishing Korea's largest woolen mill at the time. He focused heavily on industrialization with the purpose of helping his country redevelop itself after the war, thus gaining the support of the Korean government. During the year of 1970s, Samsung started to expand their company in the textile market, where they processed the whole of its textile manufacturing methods from the raw materials to the finished products. At the same time, the partnered company of Samsung and Sanyo launched their first ever electronic product, which is black and white television. They also export home electronic products throughout the whole world. By the end of the decade, Samsung had successfully sold 5 million units of black and white televisions overseas. By the 1980s, they had experienced a rapid expansion and managed to enter overseas markets such as the United States, United Kingdom, and Portugal. Later on, their business established its own research and development center, causing a breakthrough in their industries such as electronics, chemicals, semiconductors, genetic engineering, telecommunications, nanotechnology, and even aircraft. Lee Byung-chul died in 1987 and his son, Lee Kun-hee, took over as the new CEO. During his takeover, Samsung Semiconductor and Telecommunication merged with Samsung Electronics. Samsung quickly rose to the top and began investing in the design and manufacture of components for other businesses. It aimed to become the largest consumer electronics produced in the world. By the time of the year of 2000, Samsung Galaxy smartphone series was born and immediately became one of the most best-selling smartphones worldwide. From there, the business also expanded its smartphone line to include PC and even tablets. Now, Samsung became one of the most largest company in the technology industry in the world. The vision statement of Samsung is inspire the world with our innovative technologies, products, and design that enrich people's lives and contribute to social prosperity by creating a new future. Samsung frequently refers to the shortened version of their corporate vision, which is Vision 2020, inspire the world, create the future. Next, the mission statement of this corporate is, we will devote our human resources and technology to create superior products and services, thereby contributing to a better global society. This corporate mission was announced in the 1990s. Samsung focuses its corporate mission on human resources and technological resources, the superiority of their products and services, and improvements of the global society. In the recent year, which is 2021, Samsung had announced a new vision slogan, which is Better Normal for All. It's a slogan that seems to predict the innovation while noting that starting 2021, the normal needs a reset. Next, Samsung has an innovation-centered organizational culture and values. This corporate culture emphasizes on the employees' knowledge, skills, and abilities in developing new products for the company. Their vision and mission statements are supported by their organizational culture. As a result, this corporate culture embodies a long-term strategic objectives for maintaining their company's competitive position as a global leader in technologies. Based on their enterprise core values, the main characteristics of Samsung's organizational culture are development of opportunities for all employees, passion for excellence, constantly change, an ethical foundation for integrity, and emphasis on prosperity for all. They also never compromises on quality. These are their logos throughout the decades as they started as a grocery store to the current giant state of the company. Do you know that Samsung actually have 3 CEOs in their board of directors? Firstly, the president and the CEO of Samsung is Kim Hyun-suk. Next, Ko Dong-jin, the president as well as the CEO in the company. Lastly, the vice chairman and the CEO of Samsung, Kim Ki-nam. All 3 of them became the CEO in 2018 and still am in the current present time.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Zulaika binti Isha and I'm going to explain to you regarding SWOT analysis. As we know, SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. So let's start with the strength for Samsung company. So for the first strength is that Samsung dominates the market share of smartphone. In the first quarter of 2020, Samsung remained at the top of the global market share with 18.5% of market share, while Apple has 13.7% market share. Second is that Samsung enhanced their brand reputation by producing an ecological friendly innovation. Samsung ranked at the 9th of top 30 companies in tech and teleco companies for EPA 2016 Green Power Partner List. Samsung also received EPA Annual Energy Star Partner of the Year Excellence Award for 5 consecutive years. Samsung has a strong brand image and reputation among the society, and the prices are also affordable and acceptable for the consumer. Samsung has strategic partnership with well-established companies such as Google. Samsung has a great R&D in their company, which they always create an innovative for their research and development. They have 34 R&D centers that are operating around the world, which this lead to many variations of their products such as tablet, TV, smartphones, memory cards, and many more. So let's move to the weakness of this company. It is estimated that both Apple and Samsung already sold 70.8% of smartphones. Even though Samsung already famous in Asia, somehow they still depend heavily in market of America. American economy is very unpredictable, where this can cause the drop of reputation for Samsung and cause damage to their operational resources. So to prevent this issue, Samsung should involve more in Asia and European market in case they facing failure in American market. So second is product failure. Any product that threatens the life of consumer erodes confidence and trust in the company, which Samsung has delivered several faulty products to the market, from the exploding Samsung Galaxy A20e to a faulty foldable phone. A large portion of Samsung revenue comes from low-end smartphone sales, where in recent events have impacted this segment more than the high-end smartphone segment, which played a role in Samsung's decline from 71 million smartphone sales and 19.1% of market share in the first quarter of 2019 to 55 million smartphones sold in the first quarter of 2020 with 80.5% of market share. Besides, limited operating system product update and package make people become more reluctant to purchase the Samsung product. Hereditary leadership is one of the weaknesses for this company. Since its founding, Samsung has always been under the leadership of the family for 3 generations. Even though keeping the leadership within the family, Samsung has immense stability. The company that stagnant due to lack of fresh ideas. After being dodged by several scandals, Samsung urgently has vowed to end the dynastic succession. Lastly is bribery scandal, which in 2015, Samsung reputation was stained by the revelation that the president of the company bribed the governments of South Korea to facilitate a merger. He was found guilty and jailed for about 1 year until February 2018, which eroded trust bestowed by the customer in the South Korea and around the world. So what are the opportunities for this company? Firstly is widespread their branches which are located in their strategic countries. Next is introduce innovative products. We know that Samsung always produce innovative products, but the smartphone sector is highly dynamic with the latest trend going out of style in instant, which Samsung can attain immense growth by setting the trend with great and innovative product like the foldable phone. Next is 5G technology. As the world moves to 5G, Samsung has the capacity and know how to exploit this opportunity, where the company is already in active commercial discussion with operators in the European Union to supply 5G and 6G network equipment. Samsung is one of the top companies in the UK list of potential 5G providers. Lastly is strong purchasing power, where Samsung has strong purchasing power of middle class people with regards of market change. So let's move to the last part, which is the trades. where the patent infringement controversy, Samsung has been involved in controversy that have threatened its business, which its rival Apple filed a lawsuit against Samsung for patent infringement, which underwent a heated court battle for several long years until finally reaching a settlement. However, the company suffered consequences when a jury decided that Samsung had indeed copied Apple and ways to pay is 1.049 billion in damage. This should damage the company reputation and its sales. Increase in competition is also a big threat to the company, where competition of openness, especially from those within the consumer electronics, smartphone products, and computing industry, has reached a higher record. Whether it's Xiaomi, Apple, or Huawei, or even Realme, all the technologies competitors are out-maneuvering and outperforming each other to become the best technology company. This only increased the pressure for Samsung in both competition and finance. Another weakness is economic uncertainty, where recent events have catalyzed uncertainty in the global market and led to the decline in new smartphone sales by 20.2% in the first quarter of 2020. The financial struggle have forced many consumers to seek recycled or refurbished phones, which has increased 24%. Samsung has already experienced a decline in sales and it can drop further if uncertainty persists. Rise of counterfeiting is also a threat for this company. According to numerous research studies, Samsung is by far most of the counterfeited phone brands. Statistics from mobile benchmarking site Antutu highlight that over 36% of all counterfeit smartphones are Samsung copies. Also, Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge holds the record of the most counterfeited smartphone model. And lastly, impending court case, where any disruption in leadership can affect the performance of a company. A South Korean court is debating whether to send Samsung leaders and their heir Jay Lee back to jail. New allegations of stock price manipulation and audit rule violation have dodged the executive and threatened to throw the company into another tumultuous period without leadership.
Hi, my name is Zaidi Natasha binti Muhammad Amizamil from AS2226A1 and my metric number is 2019780871. Okay, we look into strategy formulation framework for Samsung. In this strategy formulation framework, we look into the IFE, which is internal factor evaluation, and then EFE is for external, CPM, and also the problem and achievement of Samsung. Okay, for IFE is to evaluate the firm internal environment and identify the strength and weakness, is where we focus on the strength and the weakness of the company. Okay, for the EFE, we will identify the key opportunities and trade, where we focus on evaluating the opportunities and trade. And for CPM, we are used to access the competitive posture of the company. And the last one is we look into the problem and achievement of the Samsung company. Okay, next is the finding that we found on the IFE is, the first one is the accused on patent infringement technology development. It is very vital for Samsung for them to stay in the game, where it is very important for them to put on the latest technology on the product, or else they will left behind. This applies on the accused of the patent infringement of Samsung, where they are accused by Apple, which the patent of the product are as same as the Apple product. Therefore, the law with Apple in North America market have affected most of the consumer of Samsung, where they are questioned about the capabilities of the Samsung. The next one is wide range of product line. The wide range product line makes this consumer difficult to choose, especially those who don't have much knowledge on the product. When we compare to the competitors of Samsung, that is Apple, they focus more on their smartphone, while Samsung have wide range of product where they have refrigerators, televisions, hair dryers, and other appliances where the competitors are very good in demonstrating their product. Samsung have difficulties in focusing in one product because they have a very wide range product compared to Apple, Vivo, Huawei, and also Oppo. Next is Samsung is lag in competitive platform. Although Samsung is recently moving in ecological friendly innovations, they still have lag in competitive platform in terms of hardware, software, and also the services. Although facing many serious weaknesses, we can still look at the Samsung have a very strong internally. The low-cost production allows the Samsung to increase the configuration of the phone without the threat that the price will be higher than other competitors. Next is Samsung have their own geographic advantage, where allows them to recommend many customers all around the world. And even when we compare to Apple and Huawei people, I prefer to more on the Android environment that Samsung use, and it is a very user friendly. Next is Samsung is very strong in marketing the product through the commercial and Korean dramas. Okay, as we all know, most of the commercial that we seen are the Samsung product appear in YouTube, YouTube 8 or television. And most of it, they promote their product through their entertainment industry, where they sponsor the entertainment industry, such as the current dramas, to promote their product all around the world. And then, most of the people globally watch the entertainment industry. Okay, so we looked into the external factor evaluation or EFE. The first one is from EFE. We found that the new entrant is the threat for Samsung company. Samsung keep on needs to keep finding alternative product and innovative the product in order to survive in the industry. This is because the new entrants will make more competition with Samsung company. However, the chances of new entrants are very low because Samsung have the opportunities that their brand are already recognized for a very long time. So they do not have to worry about their brand. The second one is bargaining power of suppliers. The low bargaining powers of supplier is due that Samsung is the producer of the most of the component. Okay, the third one is competitive rival. There are many competitors against the Samsung, especially those competitors such as Huawei that offer high specification with reasonable price compared to Samsung that offer the same specification but the price is very much higher. This makes the assumption difficult read in big profit if they do not do real innovation that make their product different from other people. They will do not achieving a full growth in the market. Therefore, they must make difference from their product before. Okay, now we look into CPM. We look at this table. This shows the average Samsung product has the rating of 4 when compared to the two competitors. But if we look at the advertising sections, Oppo get the highest same rating as Samsung. Prove that the advertising methods by this company is also effective and compete with the company's marketing. Samsung, this is the challenge for assumption because the Oppo company can further their advertising strategy. It is likely that they will able to stand out at the same level as the Samsung in the future. But to allow Samsung to remain in the top positions, Samsung need to look at the weakness of the competitors in order to break weapon to overcome the competitors. For example, both Vivo and Oppo in the market share the customer loyalty or employee dedication. That also can be used as the advantage to some where Samsung can improve their rating to higher to stand out from their competitors. Okay, next we look into the Samsung achievement. Samsung have won many awards for their products. This is because the achievement in maintaining the eco-friendly technology. The second one is the product is sustainable. The third one is the product always innovative. And it is the most preferred smartphone among all the smartphone brands that make them stand out from the other brand. Okay, the last one is Samsung common problem. The first one is the overheating issues. The second one is hard battery drainage. The third one is bargaining power. And the last is customer negotiating power.
The Space Matrix is a management tool that is used to assess a business. It is utilized to figure out what kind of strategy a corporation should pursue. The Space Matrix, are also known as Strategic Position and Action Evaluation Matrix, is a strategic management tool that focuses on strategy creation, particularly as it relates to an organization's competitive positions. Other analyses such as the Swot Analysis, BCG matrix model, industry analysis, or evaluating strategic options can be built on top of the Space Matrix, which is the IE matrix. It is better to reverse engineer the Space Matrix to understand how it works. The Space Matrix is divided into 4 quadrants, each of which denotes a particular type of nature of strategy, which are aggressive, conservative, defensive, and competitive. On the x-axis, estimated values for the competitive advantage, which is CA and industry strength, which is IS, dimensions are shown to create the space matrix. The environmental stability, which is ES, and financial strength, which is FS, variables are used to create the y-axis. Here you can see the Samsung space matrix. Samsung's mobile sector directional vector is in the aggressive quadrants of the space matrix, indicating that the company is in a good position to take advantage of the external possibilities or to overcome the internal weaknesses or to avoid external threats. And as a result, depending on the firm's individual circumstances, market penetration, market development, product development, backward integration, forward integration, horizontal integration, or diversification may be possible. Next, we will move on to the IE matrix. The internal-external matrix is a 9-cell matrix that organizes an organization's numerous divisions. The IE matrix is a strategic management tool that is used to assess the existing state of divisions and provide future plans. The IE matrix is based on a combination of internal and external business aspects that are analyzed and merged into a single suggested model. The EFE and IFE matrix concepts are combined to form the IE matrix. The IE matrix is organized into 3 primary zones, each with its own set of strategic implications. For starters, expand and construct is the prescription for divisions that fall under cells 1, 2, or 4. These divisions may benefit from intensive, which are market penetration, market development, and product creation, or integrative, which are backward integration, forward integration, and horizontal integration techniques. Second, hold and maintain tactics are excellent for divisions that fall under cells 3, 5, or 7. Market penetration and product development are 2 popular strategies for these divisions. Harvest or divest is a typical prescription for divisions that fall within cells 6, 8, or 9. Successful companies can build a portfolio of enterprises that are located in or near cell 1 of the IE matrix. Moving on, the PCG matrix is a planning tool that uses graphical representations of a company's goods and services to help the company decide what to keep, sell, or invest more in. The matrix is a 4-square matrix that represents a company's offering, with the y-axis indicating market growth and the x-axis indicating market share. It was founded by the Boston Consulting Group in 1970. The BCG growth share matrix categorizes commodities into 4 categories, which are heuristically labeled as dots, cash cows, stars, and question marks. Each category's quadrant has its unique set of characteristics. A Chinese product is termed a dot if it has a low market share and a poor pace of growth and should be sold, liquidated, or repositioned. Consider the Samsung smartwatch. The product's demise was caused by fierce competition from competitors such as the Apple Watch. As a result, the Samsung smartwatch is readily put in the BCG matrix dot quadrant. Next, products that are in low growth regions but for which the firm has a big market share are referred to as cash cows, and the corporation should make them as long as possible. For example, Samsung home appliances such as air conditioners, refrigerators, washing machines, and cooking equipment are the company's cash cows. Samsung home appliance has become a household name and a symbol of quality and reliability throughout the years. Samsung has been able to gain a significant market share in a variety of industries, and it still has room to develop in the future. Moving on, products that are high in growth areas and account for a significant share of that market are referred to as stars, and more money should be spent on them. Mobile phones such as the Samsung Galaxy and Note series, for examples, are extremely popular with customers and have their own fan following. Samsung releases new smartphones with new features and designs in order to retain its market dominance and fend off competitions. Samsung TVs such as LED and OLED TVs are getting a lot of momentum in the worldwide market and may be regarded as the company stars. To attract customers, the corporation is experimenting with new technologies and developing new televisions with technologically sophisticated features. Lastly, questionable prospects are one that have a high growth rate but where the firm does not have a significant market share. Given the performance of all Samsung's goods, the Samsung printer is one such product that belongs in the question mark quadrants of Samsung BCG matrix. Its placement in this quadrant is due to the product's high level of competition and little market share in the industry. To begin, the quantitative strategic planning matrix is a tool for determining the best methodology by comparing it to the other best techniques available. As a result, the optimum plan was chosen utilizing calculation and management methodologies. In addition, the QSPM approach is thought to be part of the Stage 3 analytical framework for strategy creation. The major purpose of the QSPM matrix in particular is to choose the best approach for moving ahead based on the given data.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi, my name is Nur Ashiki binti Rosli and I'm going to present the next chapter, which is chapter 4, strategy implementation. So let us start with strategy 1, which is brand building campaigns. Samsung marketing strategy center on developing a promotional campaign to improve the company's brand image. Even the most technically advanced and well-designed items will be failed unless customers are aware of their existence, in which can easily obtain them and believe they are worth of the money. Therefore, the company must be well presented on all major social media such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. By extending its social media presence, the company be able to provide customer and brand loyalists with the chance to share their Samsung experience to their friends, relatives, and family members. Not only that, the partnership of Samsung with celebrities such as BTS and Blackpink to market its smartphones will help in increasing the numbers of sales and gaining more attention from customers. Samsung also can promote their brand through short video or advertisement and posting it through social media platforms such as YouTube to gain attention of viewers about the products. Now, let us see some example of advertisement or video made by Samsung. For strategy 2, which is product development and design, Samsung also concentrated on product development and design, knowing that cutting-edge technology does not always ensure market success. Their goal was to design items that provided benefit that at least some consumers thought were worth the price. Nowadays, online games such as Genshin Impact, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and PUBG Mobile Aftermath requires a lot of space and memory in the phone. Also, it requires a great processor and GPU to guarantee a powerful phone performance. Other than that, with the new features and trends such as live streaming, vlogging, and making TikTok video, it requires a high quality camera where everyone be able to record, doing live streaming, and taking pictures with high quality videos and image. Lastly, strategy 3, which is research and development R&D into innovative tech. Samsung has chosen to invest considerably in technological innovation and research development. To acquire a global competitive edge, Samsung Electronics SE has engaged in a variety of innovation endeavors. As a result, the company has been able to build value and profit from new markets while also ensuring consistent cash inflow. Through value innovation for new goods, Samsung Electronics seeks to provide value that its client never expected. Value generation and management are two aspects of Samsung Electronics value innovation. Indeed, Samsung Electronics encourages scholars develop a diverse international capital in order to lead the development of future technologies. As a conclusion, Samsung has many types of strategy in order to make sure their brand is known to the world and also making sure that it reaches everyone in terms of their lifestyle with the technology that have been made nowadays. By spending a lot of money on research development, working hard on the brand building campaigns and product development, Samsung be able to gain profit and more customers due to this.